We begin this hour with dire conditions in Texas. Hurricane Harvey made landfall on Friday night as a Category 4 hurricane and has pummeled Houston and the surrounding region, bringing catastrophic flooding for days. More than 30 inches of rain have fallen in parts of Houston since Thursday, and it's not over yet. RT's Trinity Chavez has been monitoring the situation for us from New York. Trinity, what's the latest you can share?
This is the most powerful hurricane to hit the United States in more than a decade. An estimated 9 trillion gallons of rain have fallen, and more torrential rains are expected to continue through Friday with an additional 15 to 25 inches of rain, which means more flooding in the region. This hurricane has devastated communities throughout Texas. The Houston Chronicle reported 276 major roads are high water locations, and over 80,000 people do not have electricity. According to FEMA, more than 450,000 people are expected to seek federal aid in recovering from this catastrophic event, and there have been at least 8 deaths and more than a dozen people injured.
Wow, certainly a terrifying situation, Trinity. How are city officials responding?
Houston officials are working together to do everything that they can to ensure the safety of the public and get those who are in danger to safety. At a press conference earlier today, the Houston Police Department say that they have completed the rescue of over 2,000 people. 290 of those rescues were water-related that just occurred overnight. The fire department has responded to over 5,500 calls for service just in the last 24 hours. And as of this morning, they have about 185 critical rescue requests that they hope to complete today, something the mayor says that is their primary focus. Let's take a listen.
And the goal is rescue, and that's the major focus for the day. That's my directive, is that we want to focus on getting people where they are and getting them out of their homes or whatever their stressful situation may be. We're working with Red Cross and our other partners to make sure that we have the supplies, the food. People are needing clothing. Literally, people are coming in and they're coming in wet. They're needing clothing. We've asked some of our business partners for things like diapers, baby formula, things of that nature. We've got kids, babies, we got all the way up to senior citizens, and they are needing everything.
Officials warn that it's still extremely dangerous out there. At least 4,000 National and State Guard members have been activated to help the storm aftermath. Today, President Trump declared a state of emergency in Louisiana due to the emergency conditions resulting from Hurricane Harvey.
Trinity, this deadly storm obviously poses a huge humanitarian risk, but let's not forget Texas is one of the major center for nation's oil and gas industries. What kind of environmental threat does this storm present, and how are city officials taking that into consideration?
That's right. Texas is the heart of the oil and chemical industries. Many are worried that the hurricane will create long-term public health problems if there is an accidental toxic leak due to the storm, which can contaminate the waterways and have detrimental effects. The Federal Emergency Management Agency addressed some of the concerns at a press conference today, and here's what they had to say.
It's very early in this, but what we do know is that the water in Corpus Christi and in Victoria area, recommendation for boiling of the water before consumption. The good news is that the work that's been done, the pre-deployment that's been done, as Brock says, there's significant assets, water assets there that are available for folks, and that's the challenge that we have, is getting them to people.
Looking for oil spills. We have not detected an oil spill yet, but we're actively monitoring that under ESF 10. On oil and hazardous response.
Now, to tell whether there has been any kind of pollution, government officials say that most refineries voluntarily shut down before the storm made landfall, which will help with any environmental issues.
All right, Trinity Chavez reporting from New York for us. Thanks a lot.